Hi you guys, this is Mother of Twins coming back with another video. I hope you guys having a great day. Please hit that like button, comment down below, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed, and turn it to gray. Um, but yes, I would just like to come with y'all with another story time. When I was homeless, I will get right along with the video. I don't want to be that long, but to make the long story short, I would like to say I have been homeless before, and it is no joke. With me, was in a relationship, a toxic relationship, and I wanted to move on. And I had a friend named Taylor, and she wanted to help me at the time, but at the same time, I was helping her. And to make the long story short, she was going through stuff. We had stayed with her mom, Miss Cynthia. Really, I thank God for her at that moment. But I was going through so much, in my mind, and with me at that time. And she allowed me to stay with her for 3 days, because when you stand with somebody, you can't stay. I mean, when you moving in with somebody, you can't stay with them that long if you're not on their lease and everything. So she allowed me to stay with her and everything. I had to move all my stuff from where I stayed, in my house and everything. I had to move everything out, and I wanted to start over. So my friend Taylor, she was like, "Oh, you can come stay with me until you get on your feet." You know how that is when you have roommates and everything. So make the long story short, she was going through stuff with her ex-husband and everything, and she wanted me to help her. She wanted me to help her move stuff out of her house and everything, and I would pay her gas money and to take me to the store and everything, take me around to get applications and everything, to fill out applications, because I was working a day job until I moved, from the city that I was staying in into a bigger city where she stayed at. And she picked me up, and I paid her gas money, and she was complaining about how her car is running hot, and she made it feel like I was just messing her car up and everything. And it was just a lot, when you stay with people, true colors come out. So she had got a vehicle. She had a vehicle, and I was with her and everything. And she said, "Well, you can stay with me, and I'm finna get an apartment." And I was like, "Okay, fine," until I get on my feet, mind me, because I'm kind of independent a little bit, so I be wanting to, not be on that body that long, so everything was smooth until she picked me up and everything, and I stayed with her and everything. She was stressing out and didn't know what she was gonna do, if she wanted to divorce the guy or do she wanted to keep him and everything. But I was going through a lot myself. I was living like I was married and everything, and the relationship didn't work out. And so I had left and wanted to start over fresh. So mind you, I was filling out applications like I said, and then she was helping me. She said, "You can get on my computer and everything." We stayed with her mom for 3 days and everything. I was helping her find apartments and everything. She wanted to find an apartment. She wanted to start over herself. We both wanted to start over and everything. So it was a perfect timing, which I thought it was a perfect timing. You know, and so I went to apply for government assistance, with food stamps and everything. Everybody know about the food stamps. They let me get some food stamps, emergency food stamps. I went in there and just took the whole day to do some. Every day I did something productive. Filling out jobs on application. I mean online. Went to different places. I walked, got on the bus and everything. Paying bus fare, paying her for taking me places to find jobs the week that I had been there. And I wasn't there that long. So she had a job, a day job anyway. She would get up every morning, going on her job and everything. And she would call me. She was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, trying to find a job and everything, applying for jobs online because I was doing this app. It's called Indeed.com. You can find jobs in your area and everything. I mean, no, most people know what that is, and I would do that, and doing what I need to do. I'm a grown woman. I don't want everybody to just feel sorry for me. I choose to do what I want to do. I choose to move forward and everything, but not knowing that I was gonna be homeless though. We're gonna get right on to with that. So every day I would do what I need to do. Mind you, when I was working my day job, I would save money and everything. God blessed me to go in my account I closed my account that I was in, the bank that I was in. I closed my account and I just wanted to start all over again. So I closed my account up and everything. Her mom took me to where I used to stay at to pick up to get more stuff from where I stayed at. I had the key and everything. So I had to handle business where I lived at then because I was serious. Then I turned the key into the landlord. The landlord was telling me, well, baby, you can do what you want to do, but you better think about before you do it, just jumping up doing stuff, because I've been with them. I was faithfully paying my rent every month, paying my rent on time, and she just didn't want to leave, she didn't want me leaving like that, and doing my the ex guy that I used to talk to the wrong way. I mean, I feel like I wasn't doing nothing wrong, because people don't know what goes on behind closed doors. So I decided to leave and everything. I gave her my rent, my keys and everything to the house and everything. Got all my stuff out of it, and I wanted to move on. So mind you, Miss Cynthia, the lady that was taking me places and stuff where I used to stay at, I closed my bank account up and everything, and I just wanted to just start fresh. And she was like, well, I need some money. I said, well, I was telling her, I said, I didn't have that much money. Mind you, I saved up some money, for a rainy day. You never know that stuff was going to happen like this. So I was like, I need to, cover for myself. I paid her $20 to take me there, pay her money, to stay with her and everything, and she always thought I would have gave her more, She's like, well, this is society. You going to go through stuff. So they were just doing me wrong on purpose. Mind you, it was the holidays too. It was around Christmas too, Around Christmas, people just talk to you any kind of way and everything, My mama died when I was 11 years old. I mean, she been gone for 11 years. She was gone, I was 13 years old. I believe I was 12 or 13 when my mom died and everything. So I've been going through a lot, and people say I be disrespectful to them. I don't mean to be disrespectful. I just, I stand my ground because I only got me. I can't depend on my mama. I can't depend on my grandma, my dad, nobody like that. So, I mean, it is what it was, if she felt like I, disrespected her, but we used her daughter car to take me to pick my stuff up, and everything. And I gave her gas money and everything. She's like, well, $10 ain't gonna do. It wasn't enough, and, when you dealing with folks, you're like, okay, here you go. Here goes some more gas money, and I'm like, okay. I just pray that I get a job. I pray to God just bless me to just find me a job to put back, to save and everything so I can get me an apartment and start over, because all I like to do, I always like to work ever since I became grown. I always wanted to have a job and everything and have a roof over my head. So, I've been there. It was week 2 that I was there. Mind you, I was there for 2 weeks. I was staying with her mom. So the child think I'm going back. And we were staying with her mom. We went to church and everything, having a good time at church. And they take me to the store afterwards and get some hygiene stuff, and I'm paying gas money, I'm giving you gas. I'm not using you or nothing. I'm doing what I need to do. But they still not looking at that, So I believe Taylor, my friend, she's supposed to be a best friend, best friends, they're gonna help one another. You're gonna help one another, be on the, and help break. Like if you torn down, we, pick you back up and all that, because she was going through a lot with her husband and everything, and she wanted advice, and I said, I can't give you no advice. I was living like I was married and everything, and I was having problems, but I feel like that she was trying to tear my relationship up because she would call me every day. She was tearing my relationship up. Now that I look at it, that she was tearing my relationship up and everything. She wanted to know what I was doing to make my relationship more good and everything, with paying bills and doing everything, and I mean doing things that I need to do and everything, and and it's not easy, being in a relationship with a guy. It's not easy and everything. You're gonna have some rough days. You're gonna have some days that you don't even want to be bothered, and that's how it is, But she was married though, I looked up to her, because she was married, I'm like, one day I want to be married, and everything. She would call to tell me about what's going on. I was like, I don't want to be in it, If he not coming home, he not coming home, And I don't mean to put her like out here like that. If he not coming home, he not coming home. God's gonna do whatever they want to do anyway. So she was frustrated. She was taking her anger out on me. I was like, man, Taylor, don't be doing me like that, though. You done got me all the way. You done got me 40 miles away from where I live at. She's like, if you want to go back to you want to go back with Tom, you can go back with Tom. I'm like, you don't even know what's in my mind. I'm ready to move forward. I'm not trying to move backwards like that. At that point in time, I never thought about that. Going back to where I came from. I wanted to move forward and not look back. That was one of my mottos: move forward and not look back. Be positive and everything. So she kept saying that I was smoking cigarettes in her house. And mind you, yes, I did smoke cigarettes, but I never smoked in her house. I gave her that respect because I never smoked in the house and everything. I always gave her respect, and that's what I did. I never smoked in her car and everything. I always smoked outside, and I did what I needed to do. If she let me take a bath there, she let me take a shower, because we were supposed to stay together, until I got on my feet, and I got assistance and everything. I applied for jobs every day, and hopefully a job. My hand was itching because I knew someone was going to call me, and everything. She was just rushing because she was going through a lot. I helped her. I remember one day I helped her. In the 2 weeks that I've been there, I helped her. When she got off of work, she wanted to move a bed. She wanted me to help her move a bed out and everything, and just yelling at me like I'm her kid. I'm like, girl, we the same age. Don't be talking to me any kind of way. Like, girl, I'm not your, I'm not sure your husband. You don't talk to me any kind of way like that. You're gonna give me respect, because I was already going through a lot too. So she was saying, you want to talk to him? You can talk to him. I'm like, what is you worried about? I feel like you the one, right today, you the one broke that relationship up between me and, and then, so mind you, she kept accusing me of smoking cigarettes in her house and everything, and talking about that I had people over at her house. She kept calling me every 5 minutes saying that, you got somebody over there? I'm like, I'm not do that. I do not do that. You ain't got to worry about me. You ain't got to never worry about me having no other guy up in your apartment. So I never did that. I always gave her respect. She gave me a key, so because I went out to go apply for jobs and everything, and we came back, and I told her, I said, I'm finna get some food stamps. I said, while you let me stay here, I will give you food. I will put food in your apartment. That didn't even work out. At that time, she didn't even care about that because she's like, I got a job. You need to get you a job. That's why I got you here. Just talking to me like I'm her child or something, what I mean? Like, really, we in the same age. I'm older than you and everything. She was just down and grading me and everything. Like, really don't do that, because I got a disrespectful mouth a little bit, you don't do me like that. So I got to know her true color and she got to know my true color. So I was like, I'm going to put food stamps. I'm being humble as I know how. It's being, being me. I'm going to get food stamps. Hopefully a job called me. My phone, I had to keep my phone on and everything. And God blessed me to keep my phone on so I can get a job and everything. So we moved into her new apartment, right? I wasn't there about, like I said, I handled a whole bunch of business while I was there that week I was. The following week, she told me that I had to leave, that I'm going to have to go back to Tom and everything. And she just taking her anger out on me because, mind you, she had left one night and left me there by myself and everything. I'm like, you're not supposed to do that. I thought we was moving forward, you know what I mean? And ain't no telling, what they put in her ear and everything. And so her and her mom set me up and everything. Come to find out that they telling me I need to learn the hard way and everything, and it's not gonna work out with you being a roommate. And then, like, why did you tell me that? Why would I want to go back just because you want to go back to your husband? Like, why would you want to do that? That was wrong and everything. So she didn't stay in the apartment long. She called the police on me that night. She told me that I had to go. And I said, I'm not going nowhere. I said, I'm going to find me a job and everything. You going to let me stay here. I said, because you got me up here and now you wanna just tell me I got to go. And she's like, I'm finna call the police on you. So mind you, I didn't think she was going to call the police on me like that. I'm like, really? You going to call the police on me? Like, really? I thought we was friends and everything. I'm not friends about to call no police. So I really didn't do nothing. She just kept accusing me and everything. And, so she called the police on me and everything. They hurted me so bad. The police came out to the house and everything. She said I want to fight her. I think I wanted to fight her because she kept accusing me and stuff, saying that I was having guys up. And I said, you must got to be out your mind that for me to be coming up here and trying to start all over into a different city and everything, not really knowing people like that. I mean, you really just gonna you really gonna do me like that? And she like, you gonna have to leave and all that. I'm like, really? You gonna kick me out? And I wasn't even here that long and everything. So she called the police on me and she was like, well, you gonna have to stay in the shelter. I said, you must want me to stay in the shelter because you and your mom been talking about the shelter ever since I've been here and everything. And she's talking about, your mom was talking about that she was staying in the shelter. So it really ain't that bad. So basically they wanted me to stay in the shelter. They didn't want me doing good. They didn't want me to prosper and everything. So I went to stay in the shelter. The police told me that I couldn't stay there because it wasn't my apartment and my name went on the lease and everything. I said, that is wrong. I didn't know what I was gonna do. And the police like asked me, where such and such, where are you from and everything. And I told them where I was from. They was like, well, we can you're gonna have to go to a shelter. They called the women's shelter. The women's shelter was full. So they called it the Salvation Army. And the Salvation Army it's like an emergency. People that really ain't got nowhere to go or nothing, they let you in. So they called me in. They signed me in and everything, and I stayed there in the shelter for like 3 months. To make the long story short, I stayed there 3 months. And I'm thinking, all the time, 3 months I was in there, like, why would she do me like that? I had switched my mail over. I forwarded my mail to her address. I was like so serious in doing it, and she made me seem like I didn't have nobody, and then she was telling me, come get your mail and all that, and you can't come back to my house, I don't trust you, and just kept talking, running over at the mouth. So I blocked her on my phone and everything. I didn't want to talk to her no more because she did me wrong and everything. So it was a long time till I talked to her and everything, and I said I didn't need nobody like that in my life. So I was staying in the shelter for 3 months. God blessed me. Mind you, the jobs that I had applied for, God had blessed me with a job. I worked at Arby's for three days out of a week. God had blessed me with a job that following week. Then I was working there. I was saving money. You have to have money to eat and everything because the shelter, they apply breakfast. You got to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning and leave and everything. I would drink coffee. I never drank coffee before and everything, just to start my day off and everything. I mean, it was just so hard. I cried because I didn't know what I was going to do. Then that guy that was over the shelter, he was like, they could see through me. They were like, oh, you a good guy, a good girl and everything, and you don't deserve it. So they allowed me to stay and help bag food up and clean up and everything, and participate. As long as you participate, they gonna help you, And they allowed me to, cause they that I was a female, that I didn't need to just wander out in the street like that, because they seen something better in me, They seemed like I wasn't raised that way, of being homeless and everything. They allowed me to move my clothes in. They allowed me to go over there and get all my clothes from over there. I mean, they was a really good help, but I don't recommend nobody being homeless though, because it's embarrassing and it's sad and everything. And I used to walk the streets there and trying to find a job and everything, and find another job and stuff and just keep my day, occupied. I would go to the library and just focus on me, and I was like, Lord, if you ever bless me to get up out of this, I will, I will not want to turn back to it and everything. I would see most people, going through. I wasn't the only one. I would go to the workforce center, but God blessed me with a full-time job, and I end up moving out of there and moving back to my hometown and everything, and to my home area, where I was familiar with, and I blossomed in, and I just said I would never want to be homeless no more. I wouldn't even want to wish that on my kids now, because I just want to have their back, 24/7, nonstop. If they need me, I'm there. I would never turn my back on nobody. But Taylor, she turned her back on me, and she didn't even think nothing else of it. She came back in my life and then left again. And I was like, why did I keep letting her in my life? And she always wanted to turn me down. She always wanted to be better than me. She always wanted me to give her advice, but she always thought she was better than me. And that hurt me, right today, because she always thinks she's better than me, and I just don't understand that. You allowed me to be homeless. You didn't even care. You cared about yourself. You didn't care about me. As long as you got what you got going on, you wanted to see me down, and she didn't even realize that. But I love everybody though, and I became homeless for 3 months, and it's not easy, if I really think about it. I would want to, if God would bless me with, with some money, some big money, I would like to open up a shelter or something, or look into that, people that really need a place to stay, because it's not really, it's not easy, and it's very hard, as you think about it, being homeless, didn't know what I was going to do. It would rain in one day, and it be raining, rain, shine, sleet, snow. You got to get up out of there. You can't lay there and everything. But like I said, some days I had the privilege to just stay and sleep because they knew that I was trying and everything. I had 2 jobs, and once I got that second job, I left. But it's not easy. It's not easy being homeless. Then you meet people, you meet strangers and everything. It's like we just so much relate to people, what they going through, and how they, how they going through a lot. They from different areas and everybody sharing their story, and they come together and be like, oh, it's everybody gonna make it. But God allowed me to just get in there and get out. I would see people go in there with their kids. I could have had kids then, and I didn't. God didn't bless me with no kids then because He knew what I was going through. And I would see people, single moms with their kids in the shelter and everything, and going through a lot, worse than me. So I counted my blessings and everything. So when I did have a job, I would bless somebody else in the shelter, with people that used to stay in there with me and everything, of other women that I used to see in there. If they needed help, I helped them the best way I know how, and I counted my blessings with that, but I just said this to say this, it's not easy being homeless, and if you have been homeless, it's not hard, I put a smile on my face now because, I've been through that and not knowing what I was going to do, but God blessed me to do what I need to do, and I really thank the man above, for allowing me to get out of it, but yes, I stayed in the shelter, and it wasn't really easy, because I would see so many different people, but anyways, I just wanted to share that story. If you want like more other story times, I will come with another story time, but I will be doing more videos. Comment down below if you have been homeless before. And yes, but anyways, happy Wednesday, and I love you guys, and hope you guys having a great day, a great week. But yes, I'm out. Love you.